InvadedLands Skyblock is one of the best games I've ever played. It was actually what got me into the InvadedLands community. I was never a PvP person, so chuck me into a pit with a bunch of people and I'd get absolutely destroyed. I could not click fast even if my life depended on it, but Skyblock was way more up to speed with me. It was like playing survival, but with an entirely different challenge and a way less strangely into role-playing community. It was fun. I remember coming home from school in 2019, jumping on the computer, and instead of doing homework, working on a huge cactus farm or grinding chicken spawners or even running events, it was the perfect game mode and it was my favourite. Every year it never failed to let me down because whenever I was bored or I'd finished a game, I'd hop onto Skyblock and just start building whatever the fuck I wanted. Most people were playing Hypixel Skyblock or Vanilla Skyblock around this time, but I liked neither of those. Invaded Skyblock was perfect. It was such a good twist on what was originally a really simple game mode and nothing could replace it. That was until January 29th, 2022, when one of the managers of Invaded, H, just announced a brand new Skyblock reset, and it was different to every other one. This introduced all sorts of brand new features, events, buildings, a quest line, custom enchants, NPCs, and when I saw this post, I kind of sat there for a minute, looked at my computer and just thought about it. Was this update going to be good or rubbish? Even though I was getting heavy deja vu from Hypixel Skyblock, I still thought this update was awesome. We'd been asking for this for ages, a brand new update with new features, but this really went the extra mile. It was super cool and I was hyped. And then eventually, the big day of the reset finally came and we logged on to this. Okay, so I've just logged on the reset and it is absolutely terrible. How am I meant to buy a block grinder if there's no shop? Why are mobs spawning on my island? This is not supposed to be a thing. It's daytime! It was all just so confusing. The buildings had upgrades, there was no /shop, and all these NPCs you had to talk to. It really wasn't my style at all, and I think everyone felt the same way, because slowly but surely, the player count for Skyblock fell and kept falling, until eventually, it hit 0. I posted on the forums about this, trying to express my frustration with the new updates, saying that with all these features, it's starting to feel like Hypixel Skyblock, which I didn't like for the exact reason that it was too complex and way too much to it. And I think that the old InvadedLands Skyblock worked because of exactly that. Its small twist it had on Vanilla Skyblock, or at least that's why I liked it. I know I'm not the only one who felt this way because countless others agree with me. For the next few months after this update, it felt like something was missing from my life. I know that sounds weird, but like I said before, whenever I felt bored or lost, Skyblock was my place to go. It was my time to sit down and relax and just gather my thoughts. I even missed it so much at one point I tried to recreate the old InvadedLands Skyblock with a friend, but it didn't go too far. You can add as many complicated features as you want to the server, put me on a really complex version of the game with so many buildings and upgrades, but to me, that's not Skyblock. Once I'm on the server with that same community and that same sense of simplicity, that's when I finally feel at peace again. I know Skyblock isn't your #1 priority managers because Kit PvP has the highest player count and it's what brings in the most players. And it's always been that way. Skyblock's never been at the top, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't matter. And it holds a special place in a lot of people's hearts. So if I could have one final wish, it would just be to get the old Skyblock back.